If you're about to apply for the USPS or already started your application process, do not click the Submit button before you watch this video. Hi, I'm Shlomik from Job Test Prep. In the following minutes, I'm going to show you how to dramatically increase your chances of getting hired by nailing the final step of the application, the USPS assessment. But don't worry, even if you've already received the assessment invitation and the countdown has begun, you will still have time to prep yourself. Let's dive right in. Here are the basics. After you finish and pass the application stage, filling out your personal info and other standard stuff on the USPS site, you get an email invitation to take one of 4 assessments, based on your position. You'll have only 72 hours to complete the assessment, which is by far the most important part of your application process. Because if you score lower than 70 on this assessment, you'll be given an ineligible status. Your application is immediately terminated and you cannot reapply in the next 12 months. That's why getting ready for this assessment before you even apply is so important. But as I previously said, even if you're already in the 72-hour time frame, you still got time to prep. So without further ado, let's go over the assessment's content and see what you're up against. All 4 postal exams share 3 mutual sections, which differ in their content, but their format and structure are the same. They are called Work Scenarios or Work Situations, Tell Us Your Story, and Describe Your Approach. These sections assess your personality and behavioral traits, and acing them is crucial to pass the assessment and get hired by the USPS. Let's see an example for a work scenario you'll likely encounter on the Postal Exam 474. Pause the video to read it carefully. As you can see, the right answers are not so obvious. So, what did you choose as the best and worst responses? You can find the full solution in the description below. The second section is Tell Us Your Story, which is a Biodata questionnaire. This section will ask you about your background, work experience, and behavior at work. Some of the questions on this portion look innocent, and you might be tempted to answer them on the fly. Here's the thing, as this section is used for screening purposes, it can't be innocent, and every answer you provide has an impact on your score. That's why you must prepare beforehand and be ready with the right answers for each of these questions. In our complete USPS practice pack, you can find a dedicated study guide for this section. It will show you the best practices to answer such questions, what to avoid, and what to look out for. If you're taking the 474 exam, you'll only get the 3 sections I mentioned earlier, so you can skip directly to the crucial tips I present later on this video. The video timestamps are also in the description below. Now, each of the other exams, 475, 476, and 477, has a unique section. For example, the 475 and 476 have a test section named Check for Errors. Here you'll be presented with pairs of 8-digit sequences which you'll have to compare and decide whether they're identical or not. On the 477 exam, you'll have a distinctive section called Work Your Register. In this section, you will need to demonstrate your ability to work with money and give exact and efficient change. Okay, now that I gave you a quick review of the test sections, here are a few crucial tips to help you ace the exam and get your desired job. While the passing score of the USPS assessments is 70, it is vital that you score as high as possible. That's because some vacancies can only accept a limited number of candidates, so the higher your score, the higher you'll be on the acceptance list. There are several videos across YouTube that claim they have the right answers for the USPS assessment. The problem is that the assessment's questions may change with time. So if you only rely on someone else's answers and don't learn how to solve the questions, you might get caught by surprise when you get other questions on the real test. In our complete USPS exam preparation packs, we'll show you the thought process behind every solution so that you'll get every question right, even if you see it for the first time. Some candidates claim they had technical glitches when they took the assessment on their phones, and several applicants even fail it because of that. So, if possible, take the assessment using a laptop or a desktop and not on your phone. Alright, we've almost reached the end of this video. If you'd like to get more expert tips, sample questions, and access the complete USPS assessment prep pack, I invite you to visit our dedicated page. You can find the link in the description below. That's all for today. I hope you've enjoyed and learned. Now it's your turn to practice. Good luck.